G'day two-wheeled enthusiasts, my name is Daniel and welcome back to First Class Motorcycles. Today I've got the brand new R9 from Yamaha, so let's dive right in and have a bit of a chat about it. Now this bike, besides its absolutely stunning looks, is packed with really cool features from Yamaha and some great key features and great new things that they've brought out. And one of those first things is the frame. Now this frame is actually one of the lightest in the Super Sport lineup from Yamaha, with nearly a 50-50 weight distribution on it. It suits the bike really nicely, really suits with the new fairings and all that sort of stuff, which just makes this bike light but also nimble. Now to talk a little bit about the looks, to start off with, I think the colour and the graphics on this look really nice. The blue, Yamaha blue, is always gorgeous, including the new little white pinstripes down the side. And of course you've got the really big winglets at the front. Now some people love them, some people don't like them. I personally think they look really good in person. They really suit the sort of theme this bike is going for. And they are also functional. They really help with downforce without causing too much drag, and just help at those really high speed sort of speeds you're doing and riding, especially on the track. They really do make a big difference. Now in between the super light frame, you've got Yamaha's legendary CP3 890cc motor, which is found in a few Yamaha's models like the MT-09, the XSR 900 and the XSR 900 GP, and also the Tracer 9. It has been proven to be a super reliable, really street friendly motor with really smooth torque and power delivery, and a lot of people really do like it. Now this R9 has a little bit of a tweak to the motor. The ECU has been tuned a little bit better, and it's matched up with a bit of a different gearbox setup, which makes this bike a little bit more track orientated than the other bikes that share this motor. And this motor does make 117 horsepower and 87.5 kilowatts at around 10,000 RPM. This bike does have a red line of 10,500, which means you can really ring this thing right out. And of course you've got the CP3's beautiful note, especially with the exhaust system you put on this bike. The things sound absolutely amazing. Now the good thing that they use the CP3 engine is that it's, as I said before, really smooth and really street friendly, which means it's really easy to jump on, especially if you're coming from a learner bike and wanting to upgrade to a more aggressive sports bike. It is a really good bike to jump onto from that, because the motor is so easy to use and really power friendly, but also has plenty of go and heaps of fun, especially with the different tune in it. I personally really like the engine. I think it's really good for the street, but when you really want to crack it open, it's awesome up at the track as well. It is also a 3-cylinder, which means it just has that nice 3-cylinder sort of torque delivery, and that is matched up with a 6-speed gearbox, and that also comes standard with up and down quick shift, and that's Yamaha's 3rd generation of quick shift. And I'll tell you, that is really smooth, butter smooth shifting. You don't have to worry about your clutch. It's great for the track and just really nice and convenient on the street, which is really good. I think it's what Yamaha's really tried to nail with the R9, is to have it street friendly, but also to be a beast on the track. So you have the best of both worlds, so you don't have to buy two different bikes. You can just sort of buy the one R9 and have both sort of fun on the road and the track. Now a bike with a lot of power is nothing unless it has great suspension and really good brakes, and Yamaha have done that just right. Front and rear KYB suspension, you got upside down fully adjustable front forks and a KYB fully adjustable rear shock with also low speed adjustment. And I just think they've really nailed the suspension on the head with this one. It feels really stiff and really sporty and aggressive, but with that low speed adjustment, perfect for those Melbourne and Victoria roads. As we all know, those potholes are pretty average and they can come up on you without even noticing. So having suspension dialed in for the street plus the track is a really great thing that you can do with your fully adjustable suspension, and it's all not too difficult to do either. Now to stop this absolute beast, Yamaha have whacked dual Brembo calipers in the front with 320mm discs. The bike does have full ABS, as everything new days does, but the rear ABS is able to be turned off in track mode, which means it's just a lot nicer and smoother on the track when you're really hitting those, coming into those corners real fast. And I just think it really does pull the bike up well. If you're struggling to stop on these bikes, you're obviously riding them and an amazing rider. But definitely above my limit of riding, because this thing seems to stop really easy with me on it. Now, just for the ergonomics and the whole setup of the bike, it's definitely a super bike sort of feel. You really dug into the bike, as you know, with super bikes, leaned right over the handlebars. Your wrists do feel a little bit, but other than that, the bike feels really cool, really sporty, and it's great for those real tight corners, but also those long straights when you're tucking and just twisting the throttle. And as I said, you've got the winglets at the front, which just help with the aerodynamics and downforce. And the rest of the bike is really streamlined and nice. You've got a big, nice visor at the front, just keep that wind off you. And what I also really like about some of the design they've done on this bike is they've actually integrated the indicators into the mirrors, just like the R1s, which I think look really nice, really clean, and just, I think, finish off the bike. To do with my bikes as well, have that side exit exhaust. But leaving that, I want to talk a little bit about the tech on these bikes. Now, these bikes come with a 5-inch full colour TFT display at the front, and gee, do they really pack that thing full of absolute great pieces of tech. Now, this bike also comes with cruise control, which is my first thing I really like about this bike. Really nice for those daily riders and those commuters. And everything you see in the screen when you come have a look at the bike, it's all controlled by the one switch block here, which makes it really easy and really nice to just navigate, especially when you're still riding. Now, a few of the key features with the TFT and the Yamaha Connect bikes is you have turn-by-turn navigation, or just your standard navigation options. You can connect your phone, which allows you to sort of see your music up front, and your notifications and all that sort of stuff as well. You also do have screen preferences. You can change your screen layout to however you like. There's 5 different options, plus a track-only mode, which gives you all your times, your lap times, a really clear display, sort of like a bit of a pit board sort of thing on your screen, which is really nice. Just gives you that extra track mode, and that is also just pairs up really nicely with the no ABS in the rear when you do want to have that setup going. So as a wrap up, this bike is definitely a powerhouse of a machine, and I would recommend it for people that have a bit of riding experience under their belt, who definitely know how to handle a motorcycle. I do think it's for a wide range of customers, definitely for customers that want to use their bikes on the street, but also take it to the track. That CP3 motor is just, as I said, a lot nicer on the street than some of your other motors, and it just cruises really well, but it's also super aggressive when you want to crack over that throttle on the track. But definitely not a learner bike, 117 horsepower with the lightest frame that Yamaha has put on. I recommend you definitely have a little bit of a know-how of how to ride before you jump on one of these beasts. But if you do, they are a ripper of a thing. Now, the good thing with this bike right here in front of me is that it is our demo bike. So if you want to come down and have a test ride, see what you think, see if you like it. We're just based down in Lilydale, so come down to First Class Motorcycles. All our address and all that is on our website, but you can come down, book a test ride, see what you think, and if you love it, you just buy it. Pretty simple in my opinion, but come down, have a ride, see what you think, and go from there. Also, there are a few different colour options you can get with this bike. You can obviously get the blue, which I've got here, but you also can get full black, and you can also get the 70th anniversary edition, which is the red and white. Now that looks awesome, really makes the R9 pop. I think it's just a really cool thing that Yamaha have done with the R9s. So any questions, guys, give us a call. All the links will be down below, or just have a look on our website at firstclassmotorcycles.com.au, or just even better, come in person, have a look at it, see what you think. As I said, have a ride, have a sit in it,